All right, so what makes a successful person? I mean, in short, I think it's pretty simple. It is simply your habits, right? This is from The Market Hustle. Reading 25 pages each day will get you through 20 to 30 books a year. Saving $50 a week will be $2,600 at the end of the year. Investing $250 each month will get you around 900,000 in 35 years. Don't underestimate small habits. And again, I would throw in like, working out will make you look that much better. Eating healthier will help you that much better. The list goes on and on and on. And this is something that's not talked about enough in society, I think, simply because, well, a combination of things. Number one, public schools and universities are not designed to create truly successful and happy people. They're designed to be the modern day, factory kind of workers. Again, not literally the same, but the modern day version of it. In that, again, your averages can possibly be, you have no, you're not taught to have ambition. Ambition's bad. Et cetera, et cetera. Right? I mean, like, what percentage of people read, personal development books of any shape or form after college? Like, barely anyone, right? Um, how many people save, you know, 10, 15% of their income, right? And again, another thing that's not talked about enough is how important it is to start this stuff when you're young, right? Um, Starting investing when you're 25 versus 35. Let's say you do $500 a month. Just off the top of my head, I bet you that would be an extra four, five, maybe $500,000 more by the time you're 60, 65. So again, we don't emphasize enough the effects of small good habits on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, right? And that's just the problem, right? And the other thing too is that unambitious people will, especially people that are close to you, right? Family, friends, they will fight. Not everyone, but it's enough that it's noticeable. Um, they will fight tooth and nail to prevent you from achieving too much, right? And again, like, if you've ever, I mean, I've seen this before, right? If you're from a family of people who are really unhealthy and you decide to start working out and eating healthy, there's going to be people that really have a, I mean, they may not kick you out of the family, but they're going to give you a hard time about it, right? Again, the list goes on and on. If you come from a place where the people's main ambition is going to the bar on the weekend, that's all they care about, and you decide, no, I want to do more with my life. Again, they're probably going to give you a hard time about that, right? And anyone who's well, not anyone, but most people who've came from these kind of positions probably have recognized that, right? So I just wanted to make a quick video that pointing out that your success pretty much entirely comes down to your habits, right? Your habits, right? If you want to look better, you need to eat better, you need to train better. If you want to perform better in your job, you need to figure out what are the habits that are going to get me to perform better in my job. Is it studying more? Is it putting more time in? Is it sitting down with your boss to say, hey, what can I do to be better? And that's another thing that I think is really lacking in today's society, is that um, we don't have a lot of honesty, right? Like, what percentage of occupations out there does your boss sit down with you once a week, once a month, whatever it is, and say, hey, this is what you're doing good, this is what you can improve on? 5-minute conversation. I think that stuff like that would improve morale a ton, like a ton, right? But it's never really done, right? It's never really done in 90% of occupations. Probably 90% of managers don't do stuff like this. So um, at the end of the day, it is the little things that make all the difference, right? It's the little things that make all the difference. The difference between really successful people and average people typically isn't all that much, right? It's not that much. The difference between financially successful people and not financially successful people, not that much, right? It can be as little as $200, $300 a month. right? You put away that amount of money and you do it for 30, 40 years, you're looking at a half a million, a million, maybe upwards of $2 million if you really hit it big, right? $250 a month. That's what, $10, not even $10 a day. How many people are out there spending $7 or $8 a day on, their Starbucks drink or going out for lunch, right? And again, I know a lot of people scoff at that comparison, and I'm not saying you don't go out for lunch and you invest that money, but what I am saying is that if you're complaining that you're not in a place where you want to be financially, you have no right to complain if you're blowing money on stupid stuff, right? I work in an occupation where you come across a lot of people, uh, not that are in, I mean, kind of, but I hear a lot of, I hear probably on a weekly basis, literally, that you have people that are like, oh, I'm just retired or I'm retired, so I can't afford to spend a lot of money. And it's like, I'm not asking you to spend a lot of money. We're talking like $1,000, maybe $2,000 at the most. Um, but the point is that why are you retired if $1,000 is enough to make or break you? Why are you retired? Right? Why are you retired? Right? And this is the problem, is that people make these stupid decisions over and over and over again. And the reason for that is that bad decisions are rewarded, right? I don't like, I'm not going to get too political. I'm not barely going to get political at all on this channel. But what I am going to say is bad decisions are rewarded too much in society, and good decisions are discouraged too much in society. And I will leave it at that. So again, what am I going to leave it at here is that if you want your life to improve, you need to improve your habits, right? You need to improve your habits. So again, I'm just going to leave it at that. So if you like the video, hit that like and subscribe. Check out those links below. Stay tuned for more. And like I say, hit that like and subscribe and stay tuned for more.